For today's video, we are doing the mid-year freak out book tag. There are so many questions, and I haven't prepared any of them before I film this video. So it's gonna be like frickin', this is gonna be a bad video. I can already tell. Okay, question number one. We're gonna hop into it. So question number one is best book you've read so far in 2018. I don't even know what books I've read. Okay. One second, gotta go back to my Goodreads. Obviously, I haven't read a lot of good books because I can't think of an immediate book that catches my attention. Oh! I would say the best book that I've read in 2018 is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I absolutely loved that book, and I totally forgot that I read it this year. So, question number two is best sequel you've read so far in 2018. I mean, okay, for this one I'm gonna go, since it is kind of a sequel, I'm gonna go with Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertelli, because it is kind of a sequel, right? It's a sequel to Simon Versus, right? But yeah, I'd say that's the best sequel I've read. It's really like, I've only read like 3 sequels, so Question number 3 is new release you haven't read yet but want to. And for that I'm going with Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody. I am so excited for this book, but I just am not in that like fantasy mood yet. So I'm putting it off until I'm in that mood so I can just dive into it and really, really love it. Question number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. And for that one, I have no idea. What's a book that's coming out, you guys? I gotta look. You know what? For this one, I'm just gonna go with an obvious Rick Riordan book. He's got something coming out in October. Right? He always does. There's always something. It's always October or March, so I'm gonna go with whatever book series or book is coming out in October by Rick, because I don't know of anything. Yeah, I am. Oh! Isn't King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo coming out in the near future? Yeah, it's probably a 2019 release, but I don't care. I'm gonna go with that as my answer. Question number 5 is biggest disappointment. And for biggest disappointment, I'm actually gonna go with Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertelli because of that one scene. I was just super, super disappointed in that scene. Otherwise, and if you guys have read the book, you know what scene I'm talking about. But otherwise, I thought the book was pretty okay. I mean, it definitely wasn't Simon Versus, but I really liked Leah as a character, but that scene, it just, even thinking about it now, just really pisses me off. So yeah. Question number 6 is biggest surprise, and for this one I'm going to go with Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I really was not expecting to like this book as much as I did. I was forced to read it by my friend Abby, and I'm very glad I did. Question number 7 is favorite new author, either new to you or new in general. For this, oh my god, I don't think I have any new favorites. Do I? Oh, okay. For this one, I am going to go with Jen Wang, the author of The Prince and the Dressmaker, and also In Real Life. I'm just really intrigued by her comics. I think she does a very good job with her graphic novels, and I'm excited to see what else she produces. Question number 8 is newest fictional crush, and for this I am going with Will from What I Leave Behind by Alison McGee. I just really like Will. I think that he's he's definitely not Percy, but he is a character that I just instantly fell in love with. I think that he has a lot of relatable qualities about him, and he's just kind of a wanderer, and I really liked him. Question number 9 is newest favorite character, and for this I don't know what I'm going to pick. Wow, I need to read more books. For this one I'm going with Anda from In Real Life by Jen Wang. I don't necessarily know if she's like my all-time favorite character, but I did really like her as a character. I think that reading her was very, like, I think that if I was 16 again, I would have really, really liked her. she was very relatable, and I loved how the development of her character throughout the book. She went from, you know, this person who had really just self-esteem issues to this person who stood up for what she believed in, and I think that she had a really huge character development that I just was really in love with. Question number 10 is a book that made you cry, and for this one I most definitely bawled my eyes out in while reading Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I don't know how you cannot cry reading that book, and that's probably the first book I've read in a long time that I actually cried for. Question number 11 is a book that made you happy. For this one, because I am literally a child, I am choosing The Awkward Owl by Shonda Blake. It is a children's book, but The Awkward Owl is just a very awkward owl, and it made me smile. And I think that, yeah, I actually think that this was one of the only, oh no, I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, but that's pretty decent for my children's books that I've been reading, so we're gonna go with that one. Question number 12 is favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go with Simon Versus or Love, Simon. While the movie didn't really follow the book a whole lot, I think that it was still an important movie to see, and I loved it so much. I saw it 4 times in theaters, so I feel like I have to use that answer. Oh my gosh. Okay, question number 13 is favorite review you've written this year, or BookTube version, favorite video you've done so far this year. I'm pretty positive. Let me check. I gotta make sure, because I'm literally a failure at everything. My favorite video that I filmed so far this would be how to make a Percy Jackson custom Funko Pop. I just had so much fun making Percy and bringing him to life in a form, and I just love crafts, so we're gonna go with that one because it was my favorite. Question number 14, most beautiful book you bought so far this year or received. Oh, you know what? For this one, I'm going to go with the UK version of Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I absolutely love this book cover. I'm going to show it to you guys because it deserves to be. This cover is absolutely gorge. Gorge. I even shortened it. That's how gorgeous this cover is. Yeah. I feel like I just honestly don't. I'm the only person that like gets so confused what books they've read this year or next, whatever. I can't keep my years straight. And question number 15, the last question on this tag, is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? There are so many. Let's see. I really want to start the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo. I'd like to read Ace of Shades. Yeah, those two. I also want to get to A Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller and Circe, if I can, by Madeline Miller. I'd also like to restart the Trials of Apollo series by Rick Riordan, as well as the Magnus Chase series by Rick Riordan. I mean, those I think are the series that I just really want to get to. I probably won't. But yeah. So that is it for this video. I don't know why I did this to myself, because I've just realized how little I've read this year, and also how much I have to read this year. Everything's fine, you guys. Everything's fine. But yeah, that is it for this video. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!